All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the so-called Silicon Valley and Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Dallas Cowboys and the San Francisco 49ers. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the inline. Now the Georgia Southern man, this is Jerick McKinnon. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
21, 11. Hey, go.
Right back to him on first down. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Jalen Smith, the Notre Dame man, in on the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
21. No. Ball. Shift. Mike's by board. 21. Set. 13.
Garoppolo to throw on second down. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. And he fit, but he can't get away forever, and down he goes. DeMarcus Lawrence, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down.
21. Hey, go.
Here's McKinnon. He can't bring him down.
The weight room does work.
And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. 9 yards on the pickup that time, so he got more than half of it back, but it's still a 3rd and 8. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Early down stuff's to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
11. Wait. 11. 65.
Now Garoppolo throwing on 2nd. And that'll be incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down.
21.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Oh, some strong running. He's got his man. It's Williams. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. '49ers with their first trip to the red zone thus far. They've got a 1st and goal from the 10-yard line. Now Garoppolo on the bootleg. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback, because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
They'll give it to him up the middle. This carry with the extra effort is going to get him stopped up just shy of the 10. It's a solid pickup, 8 yards, but work still to do now on 3rd and goal. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Looking to throw. Garoppolo dancing to his left. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. A tackle that time by Akella Witherspoon.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On second down, Elliott. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. DeForest Buckner in on the tackle.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, You've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And he'll have the first down as he's up to about the 18. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. Sitting alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. A first down carry by Elliott. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Completes it to Aguilar. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays, because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
They go play action here on first down. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. A pair of first downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44. They'll look to throw now on first down. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help, because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this, and hey, you know, how you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine.
You know, you were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. DeForest Buckner in there to bring him down for a loss of 7.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's 4th down. And forthcoming, a field goal try for the Cowboys. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. And his kick here is good. And the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
And San Francisco gets set to go here. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
A very good move, but for a relatively modest gain out near the 32. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up. The Niners on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2.
I got you. 12.
Garoppolo looks to throw. And incomplete, a disappointing drop there defensively by the rookie. And now 4th down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're saying.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. And it's taken in at the 9. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Cowboys will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. And now here come the Cowboys. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gas,
yeah,
right?
A little tired. And if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting upfield only giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
They start on the ground with Elliott. And he will lose yardage here back to his own 6. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. They'll set up a throw. Caught left side, Williams. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he's got it to Hearns. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a 1st down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he slides to avoid the hit. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to throw now on 1st down. And the Niners get there and bring him down.
Now that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Reuben Foster in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs are going to lead to a 3rd and long. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is going to be 49er football. 2:57 to go in this first half. Back with more after this. After the fumble recovery, it's Garoppolo. And his throw here's incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
21. Here we go.
Toss play to McKinnon. The broken tackle could not free him as he's brought down at the 10-yard line. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Now the backup Boykin, his first throw. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And Gold is able to put it through, and that will tie us at 3-3. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board, ended up settling for 3.
Now it's Wilson. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. They'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? Kelsey out in the slot right. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Julio Jones in the final seconds of the first half. And the Cowboys are in for 6. So they're able to break the tie just before halftime. Now they just don't want anything crazy to happen on the ensuing kickoff.
Yeah, they want to just add the extra point, get the kickoff taken care of, and get to the locker room with the lead that they fought so hard to get.
Jakeem Grant now to return. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's going to be out of bounds across the 50. Great return. The second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Cowboys out on top. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. Now it's Wilson. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. The All-Pro Justin Houston in on the tackle. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Travis Kelce, the Pro Bowl tight end, the intended target. And it's 3rd down. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. They'll drop to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. Something of a rare incompletion. Remember, Charles, last week under 50% throwing the football. That's what he was, but he has turned that around in this game.
Well, last week was commonly known as a fluke. For him to be under 50%, not normal, not the usual. But to be up over 80%, that's extra time in practice, and that's throwing with extra confidence as well.
Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back for the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out if that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%.
11, 21, 21.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. He's going to sling this deep down, and the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones, and he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Lucky 56.
On play action, they'll throw. Buying time to his left. That is caught inside the 5. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards. They come out here in the eye. Now Elliott. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll try to run it in with Elliott, and he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Ezekiel Elliott with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Cowboys turn that interception into a touchdown. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 17-3. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. There's the Washington Husky. It's Dante Pettis. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
21. 12, fellas, here we go.
On play action, now Garoppolo. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
Credit the secondary and credit the defensive game plan. They've been in his hip pocket all game long. They understood coming in that he was a big-time receiver.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Garoppolo to try again on 2nd down. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
21. Here we go.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The pickup of 11, and it moves the chains.
Really? Really? Did we just see that? That's a big catch. One-handed, I might add, to pick up a 1st down.
I was going to say on 3rd down for the defense, it's one thing to give up a reception. You just kind of shake your head on a one-handed catch to pick up the 1st.
21. Here we go. 65.
Play action. Garoppolo being chased out left. Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. And he's taken down inside the 30. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
I got you. Go ahead. 6. Sit hot. White.
Garoppolo to throw on second down. A dump down to McKinnon. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll bring up a third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
13. Go ahead. 21. Right there. Sit hot. 65.
They'll run it down out of the gun. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a fourth down.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And it's complete. They're going to get the first. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. C.J. Uzomah, his second touchdown on the season. And the 49ers have cut it back within a score. Gold with the extra point, and that slices the lead down to 17-10. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. Now it's Wilson. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3-and-out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Hurry up, here we go.
They go play action here on first down. Flushed out right. It's complete left side to Aguilar. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14. Carry now for Elliott. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Again, it's Elliott. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
The Cowboys on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. He'll drop to throw. Looking downfield for Kelsey. That's caught at the 25. And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory. It's a big play there on third down. 41 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. To the right side, it's Kelsey. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
Detroit! Detroit!
Now back to the ground with Elliott. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
No, check, Patriots! Patriots!
They keep on the ground with Elliott, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, and the Cowboys will extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
I got you. White. Check. Crunch.
On 2nd down, here's Garoppolo. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. David Irving busting through to get him for a loss of 6. The Niners on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 8.
21. Six. Go ahead. Mike by 5. Flag.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Now he'll escape to nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Cowboys have recovered.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over, but that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a 2-possession game. It is a 2-possession game at this stage in the 4th. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
The give is to Elliott. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Let's go. Blue 90.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Ezekiel Elliott, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 9 on the season. And the Cowboys use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Here comes Grant on the return. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The 49ers offense making its way back out there. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. Second time he's lost a fumble. This one hurts more. It's returned for 6.
He's been under a lot of duress, hasn't he? Pressured, hurried, harassed the whole game.
Well, the offensive line not giving him a lot of help.
Not a lot of help, but the bottom line, he's got to take care of the football.
Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. The return man is Grant. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. Gets this one left side to Pettis. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
13, 13, 13, 13. 21, 21. Here we go.
Now a play fake. Garoppolo. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But an alert 49er able to gain possession, so they will indeed hold on to the pigskin.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Check 31, check 2, 2, 2. 99, check 99. Go ahead, go ahead. Motion, motion, pump, 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 pump. Wait.
On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
The frustration is definitely setting in because they've thrown it to him over and over, unable to come up with a catch thus far.
I think he knew he would have his challenges against his secondary. I don't think he saw a goose egg at this point in the game. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And this will be touched by a member of the kicking team inside the 20, and it's at the 17-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. We've got a lopsided game here. I don't know, Charles, what does the handbook say that we discuss when we've got a game like this in the fourth quarter?
Hold on a second. Let me thumb to the proper page on that. Know what it says?
What?
Let's discuss how we got here. This is a dominant performance, where they took control of this game, how they've managed to keep control of this game, and then we go ahead and think about how we're going to leave here and get to the airport. In a lopsided blowout, the roads are usually open.
Hey, 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 hey. 4 down, 4 down.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
Back 99 Philly, here we go. Hey, check 24, watch 24.
They go to Elliott again. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Now back to throw. And the Niners get there and bring him down. DeForest Buckner in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And the 49ers getting set to trot out there. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
21, here we go. Slam.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Now he's going to throw deep right side. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
Go ahead. SOS. Fight, 55.
Garoppolo again here on 2nd and 10. Screen play, McKinnon. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out.
Let's get it. 55.
From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line.
It's just been one mistake after another on the offensive side of the ball. That's now 3 interceptions to go along with 2 fumbles for him. And if you're going to turn the ball over 5 times in a game, your chances to win have to be about 100 to 1. And it's not looking good for him here.
Now let's go.
They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. A give to Elliott. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
Well, he was stopped on that play, but he's had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. It's caught. Jones. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 18 yards there and a 1st down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
A 20th carry here for Elliott. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. That one looks like he'll throw here. Looking sideline, incomplete. He was looking to get it to Allen Hurns that time. Third down here. How good has he been throwing the football, though? And despite that incompletion, that's just the third time he's been off target this entire game.
And, Brandon, I've been on the other side of this equation, trying to defend a guy who's been this hot, and it chips away at your confidence. And when you're not confident when you're trying to defend, it makes you slower to the football, and it leads to more completions for them.
He's going to launch this thing way downfield, and he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first, but at least it's fourth down. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. This from 54 yards away. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. So that'll back him up 5. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game.
21.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Over the middle, he finds Pettis complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A very solid gain of 27. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now, because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. A big play there for the Niners. And even 50 yards.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it in without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
12. 11. One, Omaha.
They'll try to run with McKinnon. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining.
11. 12. It's our time, guys. It's our time. 6. 11.
Garoppolo now on 3rd and goal. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it? Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. It's a wobbler, and it's intercepted. And he'll advance no further, so he can't bring it back for two, but the extra point attempt is unsuccessful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Now it's Wilson. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for the Cowboys, the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Cleveland to take on the Browns. Meanwhile, for the 49ers, they dipped to 2-5 now with the loss. And they'll be back home next week for a date with the Washington Redskins.